Good afternoon. It is 2:47 Friday, February 28th. I just washed my hair, so I'm about to set it for 1940 set. I think actually I might go and do a pin curl set. I'm not in the room that I normally set my hair in because my window's open and it's around that time when kids get out of school and the neighbors are walking the neighborhood. So I just don't want them to hear me talking to y'all. But I do want to kind of like test out doing some silent moments in the vlog because I'm realizing a lot of times when I do vlog, I cut out a lot. I breathe really heavily, like I hate hearing it. And so that's why there's a lot of cuts in my edits. And then also I say or like or and or I a lot. And that's one of the reasons why I do so much cutting. And it kind of makes me feel like I'm not being genuine. I'm going to try a little bit with like not super cut editing. And also this week I plan on doing some pattern drafting, whatever. Not really, it's just the gauge swatch. I'm going to do the gauge swatch. I'm going to use my old phone for that one because I want to vlog too at the same time and I don't want to get confused on which one goes to which video. We'll get to see some of my process for that, I guess. And then yeah, I did finish the sample for the overall product for when I do post it on like Etsy and whatever, so I can have multiple pictures of multiple like makes that I've done. Very much yarn that was cut up and scrapped. So scrapped fabric project. It's all the same yarn. It was just that I was in the middle of doing something and then also just not, yeah, I'm kind of rambling. I often in the middle of my sentence will be thinking of something else and then forget what I was saying. So that's one of the reasons why I do a lot of jump cuts, because I just kind of stop talking in the middle of my sentence. I have one half of the bodice done. No, I have the bodice done for the sample swatch. Mr. Apollo, hello. He's been sick all day, I think. He's kind of like been hanging out in the bedroom all day, and which is abnormal for him, but he's out here with me right now. So it's nice to see. I got a little bit worried that he might be really sick, but he looks fine now. With the sample project with all the really bad cut up yarns, I have the bodice done and I have one sleeve done. And I'm not sure if I have enough yarn to finish the second sleeve. So fingers crossed for me. If anything, I'll have at least a sample swatch to do the mattress stitch. I'm probably just not going to show it off if I don't have enough. That's what I've got going on for that. And then after that, I am planning on making a beret out of the Scene Queen yarn from the Rave from Big Twist. I knew it was sold out when I looked online, but like now they're really sold out. They only have like 2 colors and both of them are like the peachy orange and pink ones. Not even the safety cone one. I don't know what the other one is, but they're both orange based and not appealing to me. So that's going to be next up in the docket. And then after that, I do kind of plan on making like little hearts that kind of have like the dripping on it. I'm really, really into neons right now. And I have a bunch of lime green yarns. Well, they're not really lime green. They're kind of like not quite, well, they are lime green, but like they're not really the lime green I'm looking for. But paired with black, I think it would be fine. I do plan on, not this week, but next week after I get paid again, to buy more yarn from Joanne because I want to get that 1 pound of black yarn, Big Twist value, because I do really, really enjoy working with it and it's only $8.99. 1 pound of yarn can go a long way, and I do use a lot of black, and I do plan on buying Erie Knot's new pattern once it comes out, and I'm probably going to use black for that too. So this week is hopefully just dedicated to that. Knowing me, we're probably going to go off topic. So I already went off topic with this intro. So hello, good morning.
I'm pretty much caught up besides that on all my test recalls. Like, I feel like I haven't applied to too many right now just because I'm trying to figure out like what I'm doing. And then this is like a crazy week, y'all.
I'm going to try to block this light as much as I can for y'all, but this is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. My hands are tired because I don't normally sit like this to crochet. I normally sit like down here. Sorry this late. I just don't feel like moving it, but I think I can do it. I just have a couple more rows. I have the 2, 3, 4. I just have like the final off rows left and then I'll be good, but my god, my thumb hurts. Maybe this is why more people knife crochet, because I pencil and like I don't know. So one of my mutuals, she commented on my crochet grip, and I don't know if I talked about this last week, but my grip is definitely different from most. When I learned how to crochet, there weren't very many beginner tutorials on YouTube. There weren't any on YouTube, to be honest. I think they were all pictures only on blogs before they got commercialized. So it was like hard to see the good pictures because like picture uploading was not something that was cheap. I don't remember how I finally figured it out, but I know my tension, the way I hold my tension, I hold it like this, and I know that's weird, but I also hold my crochet like this, and then I kind of like use my inertia, I guess, I don't know, to move it. I kind of call it like a chopstick grip because it's kind of like how I hold a chopstick, where like your third finger is the one that moves it. I'm just weird. I know. Wow, I'm sleepy. That was a lot of concentration. I'm kind of proud. I made this on camera. It's not going to be a talking video, so if you are looking for this stitch, I will post it with probably royalty-free music. I don't know. Random Goth Couple has like a list of royalty-free music, so I'll put that over that. Feel free not to listen to it. Just take like a 2x speed and then take whatever from it. It is more of a teaching on how to do this V stitch. There is a written pattern out there. That's where I got this from. I also just wanted to videotape it because I don't think I've seen that stitch online anywhere besides there. And it took a lot of digging to get to that point. What was I saying? I don't know. I will probably film an intro to that tomorrow. Honestly, I really don't need to do an intro. I could do like an outro. Maybe. I don't know. Am I recording with the mic on? I am. We'll see what I'm doing. I still want to a regular video too with another one of these outfits. You've seen the last two. I'm almost done with the third one. The third one, it's going to be a basic one, but I'm going to build upon it. I think I want to add like stars on it. That'd be super cute. Just give it more of a flair because like right now, it's not boring. It's definitely not a boring base piece. But I think that's what my goal is too. And I keep on saying my goal is this, my goal is this, my big goal is this. It's because I think in like little goals and I don't know how to think in the overarching goal. I have to have like little tiny ones. Another goal of mine is to like show people that you can do a basic pattern and then expand upon that. And that's how you can get like really intricate crochet patterns. You can do, hold on, my arm's tired because I did all that crochet in an awkward angle. Hold on, what's going on? Okay, so many errors. My goal is to show people how to do the stuff. So I see a base pattern, like a circle skirt pattern. I kind of follow that. And then I just layer upon that. That's basically a lot of goth clothing in general anyway. So like it's just the same concept, just move it to crochet. That's done. I'm gonna go to the other room, finish up that last sleeve, hopefully, maybe. If not, whatever. It's literally just for pictures because I didn't take pictures along the way, which I need to be better about that in the future. And I don't know when the next time I will feel like putting out a pattern. I have 2 on the back burner right now. It's just that I haven't gotten around to it. I just had an idea because I saw a pattern on Ravelry, I believe, of this like really cute, like kind of tank top thing with like intricate collar. And it's a very similar pattern to what I'm already doing. Well, okay, it's a similar like shape to what I'm already doing. Different stitches for sure, but similar shape. And she did like a little collar piece hanging from like the square neckline. And I think that is super cute. Gives it like a lacy vibe. And I feel like that would be something really cute and fun to add and make it feel like it's worth pattern price. That one I don't think I would make free because it's not going to be like a base pattern style as opposed to this. This is literally just rectangles. I'm telling y'all, you can make clothes out of rectangles because I just learned that recently and now I can make so many clothes. Rectangles and squares are like the best thing to learn in crochet. Anyways, we're going to go back to the front room, hopefully finish up that sleeve. If I can't finish up the sleeve because I don't have enough yarn, that's okay. I don't feel like taking pictures today, but tomorrow I will have to take those pictures. Still not leaving the house because I need to not leave the house to not spend money. Okay, so like if we run out of yarn, then I'll start doing the beret because I really, really want a new beret. I don't want to shut the window because Apollo's enjoying it very much and I feel like that's rude. Oh, he's moving. Oh, yay. I get to talk loud now. YouTube reminded me today that today is the 1-year anniversary of me first posting onto YouTube consistently, I guess. It wasn't really consistent, to be honest. I posted on YouTube a long time ago, this channel too. So I don't know why it's telling me it's only a 1 year anniversary, since like the first time I ever posted on YouTube on this channel was during lockdown, I believe. I don't remember. I don't think so. Maybe it was a little bit post that. Who knows? But I know it wasn't in February. I guess the first short I made on here, yeah, I think so, because it was when the UMG pullout happened, and I guess that was a full year ago. The January to March time period has been like very stressful for me, and maybe that's why I have seasonal depression because it's always been this way, and I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, I know partially it's because of like my living condition growing up, and it's very stressful, but also like I feel like I'm old enough for it. Well, I mean, that's how PTSD works. Like you don't really grow out of it. You try to, but sometimes it just hits you like a wave. But anyways, that's too much talking about my personal life. Happy 1 year anniversary to this channel. We are at 300 something followers now, so that's pretty neat. I don't plan on ever getting huge. I'm honestly not hoping to get huge because then there's expectations out of me. I don't know. It seems stressful. I had a mutual recently get her video stolen and reposted, and that's terrifying to me. Not that I have anything worthy to do so, because I don't talk short form. I only talk long form, and like my videos are over an hour long most times, so nobody wants to sit through that. Especially when it comes to crafting. Unless you're also a crafter, I doubt you're watching the full video. Yeah, happy 1 year anniversary. I showed a little bit while I was listening to a knitting podcast person. I was crocheting this. These are the colors that I'm using, by the way. I don't know if I told y'all last week, but that's the colorway. It's like an icy blue and a gray. If I told you guys this, I definitely forget, but way back when I was trying to make like a vintage sweater, whatever, I was following a vintage pattern, and the pattern was just like not working for me. It's definitely because I wasn't doing a gauge swatch. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, gauge swatches are for silly people, silly billies, people who are wusses. And I think I'm starting to become a person that does like doing gauge swatches. I mean, not only just because I filmed one, also because if I had done a gauge swatch, then I think I would have known how long or short that thing was going to be and how much yarn I would have used. And I definitely didn't make it. Like, I didn't finish it because the yoke, I am learning what yokes are, and I think I will start doing sweaters in the winter next year, because I've learned that yokes are super easy. It's just like a circle skirt pattern, and then you kind of just cut off there, and then you just do the arms from here, and then rectangle down, and that's going to be great when I get to that, but it's now too warm for that. Maybe, yeah, definitely too warm for that. I was thinking maybe I could do like a button up for spring, but Florida, it's a little bit too warm for that. Here is where I'm at. I'm waiting patiently for my husband to get off of work. I think he probably extended because he is by himself. It's going to be a little bit before he gets here, but it gives me time to talk to y'all, I guess. Ooh, so another project that I want to work on is a project that I made before. When I first got back into crochet, I made this like kind of really badly shapen crochet top that was like sky themed. I used a bamboo yarn, and I think I have enough of it left because I haven't really gone through it. I used a lot of sky blue, and it's a Lion brand Truebu. What I think I want to do is remake that, but like maybe instead of like making it a whole top, because it got a little bit too warm to wear that, kind of want to just make it like cropped, do the little straps, and then I don't think I want to make the whole cloud thing that I did on it. What I did was a bunch of bobble stitches. Well, no, okay, no, sorry. I was trying, my brain, I was talking about this earlier. I'm trying to be a little bit more genuine with this, so I'm not going to cut that part out. I want to do, instead of appliques, which a lot of people do when they do like cloud-shaped things, I'm going to go back to the original pattern where I did like bobble stitches, and I did like 3 at a time little clouds around everywhere. So I think that's what I want to do. And then maybe if I have enough yarn left over, I'll make a little bolero, because that would be super easy. Like I said earlier, you just do a circle skirt for the yoke, but instead of doing it in the round, I will just kind of go backwards. I don't know how else to say that, but like go backwards. And then the sleeves, I'll probably make it into like 1940 style sleeves. For the front, I don't know how I want to do that, but that's something for the future. I want to make the beret first. And then after the beret, I want to make at least one of these like drippy heart amigurumis. I'm going to be following Carmen Crochet's ice cream hearts thing. Instead of like making them cute and ice cream shaped, they're going to be more seeny weeny shaped. And then after that, which I will definitely have time because that's going to be an easy amigurumi. The berets are super easy. Those are 1 day makes except for today because I'm working on this. After those two things, then I'll get back into the bamboo one. It's been something that's been on my mind for a while. I think I made that back in 2021. I've been wanting to remake it because I still have the shorts that I made to go with it. And I want to remake those shorts too because I definitely did the seams wrong. I think it'd be really fun to like go back to it, pull the video from the original TikTok, and then reuse that content and be like, hey, I made this back then, but now that my skills gotten better, here's this now. So I will get back into sewing. It's short season soon, so I will definitely get back into sewing. So I only have this much left of the Twinkle blue yarn, I don't know what it's called, left. I have like 6 more rows to go. This will not be enough. So luckily I still have this. I think this should be enough for the rest of it because I think I only have like 2, maybe 3 more rows of the blue that I need to use. So this should be just enough. I think this is just double crochet across, but it's definitely going to be enough. Now I don't have to buy any, which is great because I don't know if they'll have this in stock anymore because it is Big Twist. Yay. I do want to plan on buying some more of the Twinkle yarn before everything's gone next week after I get paid. If it's gone, it's gone. It's a sign. And if it's not, then I'll try to buy at least like more of the blue, probably more of this purple one because it's really pretty. And then one of the light pink one, I have this one right here. This one's also very pretty. So I'll probably buy one of each of those skeins. I don't think I'm going to buy any more of the hot pink because it's not that it's ugly. It's just that I tend to go more pastel. It's just right now I'm into neons because I want it to be summer so bad. But normally when it comes to like clothing in general, I tend to go more pastel, like more pastel goth than neon goth, I guess. I don't know. People are calling it perky goth. I didn't hear that term growing up. We just call it scene. It is its own thing. But a lot of the scene kids also grew up to be goth. So that's me. Before everything sells out, I do want to buy that. And then, like I said, 1 pound of the black value pound plus yarn. And I might buy a pound of some other color, maybe 2 pounds. I'm stressed because everybody else is stress buying. And I feel like I need a panic buy, but I know I don't need to because there are replacement yarns. I just watched a video and I don't remember who made the video. They were talking about this website that shows you alternatives to the yarns that you use and also where this yarn is manufactured. So hopefully Big Twist gets sent out to other stores, but maybe rebranded. I really loved how big the skeins are. Probably the biggest reason why I really liked the Big Twist yarns and the color variants, especially the holiday variants. They did a really good job at doing the holiday variants. And the rave yarn. I'm so sad to see that go, and I wish they made more. That yarn sold out so fast every single time. But I digress. We're just balling this up right now. And then after that, we have the 6 rows left. And then I'm going to take a break and then start working on the beret because I don't feel like filming anything else today that involves the pattern. This should be enough. This and this. I'm going to go ahead and finish this crochet sleeve. And then I probably will have about this much left at the end of the project. So if I can, with the purchase next week, buy 1 more skein of this because I'm going to miss it because the Twinkle yarn, I don't know. I only recently got into it and I didn't make too many projects using it. And I'm a little bit sad. Almost every single project that I made using it was just stars. And I wish I had gotten more into like, I don't know, clothing crochet. But I'm only recently getting really, really into it, into the meat of it. Ah, a little bit sad. R.I.P.
I have no idea why those were all together, but 4 little scrap balls, I guess. Alright, I have officially finished picking and balling up all of my scrap yarn.
We're done. I just gotta cut this off. I am free from this project until I start selling the actual piece whenever I get around to that, because I do need more sizes and I need pattern testers. I need help. Please, please help me. It is done. I'm so happy. Whew, my hands can take a little bit of a break, but it's straight back to beret time. Yeah, we're gonna pull out this rave yarn. I'm so lucky to have gotten it before everything started shutting down. Just look at that colorway. I'm probably gonna work with this one on the end because I think this is, well, this one does have a center pole right in the front, so this one's center pole is on this side. I'm gonna work with this one. Oh, I'm so excited. I love the way that this yarn pulls up. It was a fake center pull. How dare they? This is coming from the sides, so I'll have to rip off the label and then pull from the outside. I don't want to pull from the outside. I'll do it. It's fine. If I hate it, I can frog it. If I hate it, I can frog it. If I can hate it, I can frog it. I never wrote this down, so I don't remember what size hook I used. I think it's 4.5. I hope it's 4.5 because I tried the 5 and that left a lot of gaps in here. So we're doing with the 4.5 for now. And I think this is single crochet. Looking at it, it looks like single crochet, but I'm also nervous that it's not single crochet. Doesn't this look so cool? I love the way that this worked up. This one is starting off with black. Instead, I pulled from the center. I didn't like the outside pull. I love the way that it gradually is going to grow out. Hopefully this is it. And I'm pretty sure I did 21 rows, but I don't remember. I don't think I wrote that down. I did write down that I needed to do 6 single, I didn't even write single crochet. I said 6 in magic ring. And that's all I wrote because I was like, I don't need to write down anything else. Beret, magic ring 6, increase each. That's all I wrote. I see 20 rounds. So I think in total is 21 increases. And then we'll do single. Oh, I did write single crochet. Look at that. So it was single crochet. Right now, before I put this away, I'm going to put 4.5 millimeter hook because I will want to make this again and I'm going to forget. And then I'm going to write SC. That should help remedy that. Look at the way it works up. I'm so sad that this yarn is out of stock forever and ever and ever. But it's so gorgeous. So I'm at the point where I don't want to count anymore. So what I do, I put like little stitch markers wherever my increases are, like the end of the increase, so that when I go up the next row, I'll work on, so it's hard to explain. So this row down here, I did like 9 single crochet and then 1 increase. And then this row up here, I did 5 single crochet, increase, 5 in single crochet. That way my circle like comes out round instead of the hexagon shape, because that's what happens if you just kind of like focus on one area to increase that. It's just going to hexagon. I tried to convey that when I made this one and I did a terrible job and I ended up not finishing this because I got really tired. I don't know. I feel bad for doing that. And I think I kind of made a clickbaity title by saying I made this using this yarn from Scene Queen, whatever. I'm going to redeem that by not putting that in this title, just saying that I made another beret or whatever. I might not even put that in this title because I don't know what the rest of the week's going to bring us. So that is such a cute colorway. I'm going to cry about this every single time I work with this. I might save one of these skeins and just put it on the shelf as like a reminder that, hey, this existed once in our lifetime. I don't know. I kind of do that with a lot of things. I have a Dolly Parton cake thing. I think it's frosting mix. I know that I'm not going to make that forever. So I put it off to the side and stuck it in our little like vintage Coke bottle cabinet. I don't know. I have a really weird sentimental valuation to some of these things. And this is definitely one of them because this is one of those yarns that I like immediately ran to Joann to see if they had. It's such a shame that I was only able to work with it in 3 different colorways. I could have worked with it in like, I think it was like unicorn or the mermaid colorway. Never picked it up because I was not into those colors at the time. And I recently saw somebody else work with it. I think it was Haley Knight. I was watching one of her older videos and I saw that she was working with that yarn and I'm like, God dang it, I should have bought that yarn. And I even looked on Joann's website recently to see if they had it in stock. All out. So shame on me, but also I saved money, I guess. It's only 11:13. I need to take a break. My arm hurts and I don't want to stress anymore. Look how cute. I kind of wish that it centered doing the pink and then went out, much like this green. And I think one of these yarns in here this one right here, I think that one would have center pulled with more pink than black. If I do work out of this again, I will pull out of this one. I want to do markets, and I have enough stock to do at least one market. I want more like berets, and I don't know. I could probably sell this one and then make the one out of that one, but this one's also pretty neat. I need to take a break. I'm at row 21, and past 21, I do 3 more rows of just plain single crochet, no increase, nothing, just straight single crochet, and then I start the decreases. And because my arm's tired, I think that's a good place to stop. And then I might come back tomorrow. I'm not sure. Yeah, I just pulled from the center. This is the center of this skein, or cake rather. So I will be making another beret. This one I will put up for sale eventually whenever I make it to market. I will put this one to the side as in memoriam, whatever the word is. I'll miss this yarn. Unless some other company buys this company out, which is also under a bunch of other companies. It's like a lot like the BlackRock thing. One company owns one company, which opens another company, which owns another company. Please, 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 somebody, please make more of this yarn. Hi, good morning. I finished it, and I don't think I love it. It's so sad because I don't think I have enough colors in my closet to wear this, and it's gray and it's light blue, which are colors that I do like, but I think I have a lot more black in my closet, and I don't have enough I don't have enough like tank tops. I have this bathing suit that I never wear, but that's the only reason why I'm putting it on is because I never wear it, so I wanted to style it differently. But like I'm wearing these blue shorts that I thought was going to go well with it, and the top that I made that went with these blue shorts, I made this like a couple years back, so like the tank top looks okay. It's not awful. I used really good quality cotton, I will tell you that, but I didn't do a good job sewing it. It's not the worst project. I pulled out my worst project today, and I'm like, ooh, I really hate this, and I'm probably going to scrap this soon. It's a linen pair of pants. I'm not motivated to get ready because of not liking this color scheme on me. I love the stitches, and I don't think I want to part with it just because like I made it. A lot of stitches, like you can see a lot of the ends in this project. I might part with it, but I'll probably like heavily discount it or something. Let's get ready. Great news. All I needed to do was style it. I do like it. It's pretty cute. I do really, really love that I put the V's upside down on this one again. I was planning on having them right side up like the green one I made. I prefer the V's down. I don't know. Something about it just kind of gives more of a... I don't know what it gives. So this is the outfit. I gotta go outside and take some pictures. I'm probably just gonna go on my porch. I made this hat a while back. I think like 2 years ago. It's when I was really starting to get into like the fuzzy sparkle whatever yarn. Really wanted to get into amigurumi because everybody was into amigurumi. I'm not into amigurumi. I thought I was. And I know I say this like every single time, but like know your strengths. My strength is not in making stuffed animals. No way. These are technically amigurumi. However, I use them as accessories. This was a Hobie yarn. It was bamboo Hobie yarn, and I wanted to try it out as a replacement for the Lion brand date night yarn. It's a good replacement, but it's a very, very expensive replacement. I love it. I love the sparkle on it, and I love that the camera can pick it up. What else? Oh yeah, I crocheted this necklace thing. It doesn't look good, but it's a bamboo yarn. It's one of the first bamboo yarns I ever used from Hobie as well. It's a tensile yarn, so it's very, very thin. I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I made it, so very cute little thing. Also the lighter green blue in there is also bamboo, but it's Lion brand. So I had a thing for Lion brand yarn for a while, and then they like slowly started getting rid of all my favorite yarns, so I resorted to acrylic, but honestly I'm not too upset. Acrylic is more affordable. I prefer to work in bamboo yarns. However, my bank account does not. So yeah, I'm gonna go outside and take some pictures. I do like this outfit. I will say though, like this top kind of looks silly because I'm wearing 3 layers underneath. If you are like me and have been well endowed since like 12 years old, you'd understand the whole cleavage thing. I I hate it. I hate it with a burning passion. I hate showing it off. It's never been something I've been like proud of. And I don't think it's body dysphoria. It might be body dysmorphia, but like I just don't like looking at it, and I don't like other people looking at it. So that's why I'm wearing a folded over tank top on top of my bra underneath my swimsuit. Yeah, I took some pictures. It's a little bit awkward. I don't have any like scenic places to go. There's Bok Tower Garden that's kind of close to us, but I don't have a membership right now. My sister-in-law does, but I don't want to bother her because like she's a busy woman. I will probably renew my Bok Tower Garden pass soon. It's been a couple years, but like the issue is anytime I renew my pass, I just end up going once. But if I want to make this a serious thing, I should probably renew it and go more than once because like I don't know. I like taking pictures in my outfits, especially ones that I want to advertise. Sorry if you guys are getting like really crunchy sounds down here. I'm trying not to, but you know, me being me. I'm going to go maybe eat a little bit and then I'm going to go back into working with the beret. I got a little bit more done last night after taking like a big break. It wasn't much because Apollo wanted some attention and he deserves his attention because he gave me a big ol' scare yesterday. I thought he was sick. That's not allowed. That's illegal. This was probably one of the worst factory knots. That color change, not very cohesive at all. I am a big fan of how this color change works up, but it just went straight from black, tied, and then straight to like almost pure pink. That sucks, but hopefully whoever buys it in the future isn't mad about it. Oh, also yesterday I was saying how I want this yarn to be stocked somewhere else. Yes and no. Yes, because I love the colorway. No, because the fabric or the texture of it isn't the best. Big twist texture is usually pretty good, but this one, it's not always wound all the way. I don't know if I can find it on here. I already crocheted it in, but there was like a little section as well where it just like, they didn't spin it. So like it was just puffed. So that's fun. That's neat. It's a pretty sturdy material though, so it's a really good material for berets. It's just harder to work with. I'm a lot slower using this. It might also be my hook because I haven't used a 4.5mm in a long time. I'm always using like 5 or 3.5. 4, is it 4.5? Yeah, 4.5 isn't one of my usual go-tos, but for like tighter stitches and berets, it has been. I just haven't made berets since almost a year. So we're at the decreases right now. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So I'm crocheting while listening to a bunch of music I listened to pre-high-speed internet, right? There's going to be a day that people aren't going to know how we found alternative music outside of going to shows or like outside of Spotify. Like there's going to be a day. I don't know how far along we are from that because satellite radio still exists. So like a lot of people with grandkids still know, or a lot of grandchildren know what radio is in a sense. They're not going to realize how hard it was to find music pre-internet. I got lucky to have an alternative music station on the radio. Like I lived right in between two like really strong stations. I think the country music station was actually in my city. So like almost everybody listened to country music because it was local. The one I listened to was somewhere near Tampa, and it was 97.5, the alternative. And then there was also, I think that's what it was. No, 97.5 was the country station. 97X, it was 97.1. And then there was also 97.9, which was like older rock, but not quite like old rock. So like if you wanted the emo stuff, kind of like the punk going into emo stuff, 97X was the good one because it was like more my age stuff, I guess. That's where I discovered like Avenged Sevenfold and Smashing Pumpkins. I think MCR through that radio station too. 97 or 98 Rock, I think that's what they called that one. 97.9. That one was like Metallica, and like they weren't quite old at that point, but now they're in their 30s, I think. Well, I mean not the actual people, but like the group itself is in their 30s. I think it's pretty wild. Like, how do kids describe that they discover music now? Like, I know a lot of people, like TikTok is a huge game changer, but also Pandora radio station was a huge game changer, but also YouTube was a game changer. And then MP3 or YouTube to MP4 or whatever, that converter, huge.
LimeWire, huge. Like, I don't know. Sorry, I just went on a tangent talking about this because, like, I've been really nostalgic for music lately, and I think that's probably why my mood's been kind of, like, iffy. If you see a bunch of short videos come out from me using music from the 2000s, that's why.
I need to take a break. I've been working on the sizing and all that for a while, since like pre 130 for sure. I think I'm almost done. I'm on the sleeves part, and then after that I have to do the assembly part. I typed almost all of this by hand. I did copy paste, of course, but oh, I need to clean my screen. Don't look at it. It was a lot of work, and having to do math. I am not a math person. I did really well in algebra in like, I don't know, 5th grade, I think. And then I got, no. It was 8th grade. I did really well in algebra in 8th grade because it was like something I clung on to, and it was like the only interest that I had. And then I got to high school, and I don't know, my world changed, and I just started being really, really bad at math. This might be a lot of algebra, but I'm like trying to figure out where each number is coming from and how to like convert from stitch to inch to centimeter. It's, oh my God, my head hurts. I'm in so much pain right now. I am taking a break. I need to take a break. I told one of my mutuals that the pattern or the draft will be out soon, within the next 2 days. So hopefully I can get it over to her soon. And then all the other mutuals that I've reached out to. And then I have one other mutual in mind that I want to reach out to before I set this out permanently. Oh my God. Additionally, I'm still going to do the free pattern, but I don't think I'm going to attach pictures. And I don't think I'm going to do like a picture tutorial of how to do the stitch. Maybe, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm still working on the video tutorial as well for the gauge swatch. So that's all coming. Oh my goodness. I never realized how hard this would be. I mean, I knew it was going to be hard, but this is like a lot harder because of the math than I thought it would be. I thought I could just go up in stitch size, but I want to like be as close to accurate as possible and have this as organized as I can. Hopefully this comes out nice.
She's done. I love her so much more than the original one because I don't like the way that the pink grows out into black. I don't know, something about that. Just really pretty. So this one's going to be up for sale whenever I get around to it. I'm going to sew in these ends, take out all my stitch markers, and then I'm also going to sew in these ends because I made this way back in like, I don't know, September, and I just never finished it. Maybe even earlier than that. These are Hobie yarns. They're so pretty. I have my own copy and I made it into like an artist palette beret. Not too happy with it because the way that I sewed it together, or like what I did was I ironed on a patch, but the patch wasn't sticking. So I turned up the heat a little bit more, thinking that it was because the heat wasn't high enough, and the glow in the dark yarn absolutely melted. And there was a warning on the patch that it was going to melt. However, I was like, oh, it's not going to be that bad. I have paper in between, whatever. I'm just going to get the edges. I should have just sewed it down, honestly. It's not my proudest moment, but I made it, so I'm going to keep on to it. These ones, I think they're almost different sizes. This is a different size of yarn, and I don't think you can see it. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. It sparkles a little bit. They don't have it in stock right now. It'll probably come back in stock during Halloween. I'm obsessed with this purple. Like, I'm not done talking about this yarn because I'm obsessed with it, and I wish there was like a way to like define this purple for me so I could find this yarn somewhere. It's like a reddish purple, and then the blue sparkles in it. It doesn't sparkle blue in the camera, but it's a blue sparkle, and like those colors together are just so gorgeous. How does she look? I love her. I will always love her. This is my favorite. I love berets. Beret season is my favorite, and it signifies like fall for me, even though it's definitely more spring now. I kind of like tend to make a bunch of berets and headwear in the fall. I don't know why it is, but I normally do all my like full clothing wear, like crochet wise, in like winter because like it's still cold enough for me to want to make crochet stuff. And then summer I kind of get back into sewing, but I can't wait to style her. I kind of wish I had more of this yarn so I can make a skirt out of it. I do have more of this yarn, but I don't know. I feel bad for using it, mostly because it's not going to exist anymore. I don't think anybody's going to risk making it. It's a really, really pretty yarn, and very sad to lose it. I know I said this like every 2 seconds earlier, but I'm obsessed with this yarn.
Oh my god. I just finished the PDF. Fun fact about Canva, by the way, if you are trying to write a pattern, do not write it as a document. The 3 dots that mean like more, you know? Click on that. Look for flyer. That's what you want if you're wanting to do page breaks. So I did all that work last night and made it super fancy, super pretty, and then tried to get it over to PDF. And on PDF, the page breaks were bad, very bad. I had to copy paste everything and redesign everything I had to do in a flyer this morning. I tried to do some of it last night, but my brain just literally couldn't handle it. So it's done. I have the first pattern tester emailed and I'm just waiting for more responses. I do need more pattern testers because I don't want to send this out and only have it work for like one person. Waiting for everybody to respond. I do also need more people in different body ranges to sign up. So I might send out a pattern test call on my other account. I don't know yet. It's just one of those, it's all up in the air because I'm still new to this and I'm really shy and I'm really scared that people are going to be mean to me that I didn't do the pattern properly and all that. But it's out there. It's being worked on with at least one person. They have a lot of time on their hands coming up, so it's perfect. So yeah. All right. I'm going to take a really big mental break because that was a lot of work in the last 2 days. I'm still wearing my PJs from yesterday because this is comfy. Like I'm so comfortable. So, okay, break time. So I'm starting on the heart pattern now. And I'm very, very excited to get this started. I'm doing it in black because black yarn is very easy to source and it's acrylic loops and threads. I wanted to do it in hot pink, but I'm so scared to go through this because I'm not going to be able to get this twinkle yarn ever again. I'm so sad. I might also go in and do like a lime green one because I do have a couple lime green yarns in my inventory that's loops and threads and not big twists. So I might be doing that soon. I'm having difficulty with this and losing it on my desk because my desk is black and like it just keeps on landing anywhere. But these are the little 2 hearts. I'm thinking eventually I might start, this is going to be pretty big, but I might make a belt out of it. But I also still want to make like little keychains or whatever for the Joann employees because I'm probably still going to stop by towards the end, see what they've got left. I don't know. I feel like getting remnants is one of my favorite things to do, or like the very, very last of the bin is one of my favorite things to do because like people don't think of using them. And I feel like I'm more creative when I really don't have anything else to do. So maybe some florals they'll have left over and I can just spray paint them or something. Or maybe they'll have some ribbons left over or patterns. That's one I'm really, really interested in. I'm hoping they have some like cheap patterns left over. I will buy anything at that point because I want more sewing patterns, but I haven't been able to afford it. I know some stores are doing $1.99 for their pattern sales, but like I know the patterns that I want are all out. So I'm going to wait until the very end. Maybe they'll have like some pajamas or whatever at the very end of the liquidation. I forgot to mention, I figured out a name for the shrug and I'm going to call it, I had to make sure you guys were still there. I forgot if you guys were there or not. It's the Defrosting Skelly Shrug. I didn't know what else to name it. I am defrosting. I am a summer goth. Most of my creativity comes in the summertime, warmer seasons. I thought it would be perfect because I think I'm probably going to take a break from crochet soon. I know I said that a while back, but like my brain has been wanting to do sewing a lot. I have this really cute purple fabric and it's glittery and it has ghosts, I want to say, on it. And it's one of the last fabrics I bought from Joann, I think. I don't remember if I bought it from a small shop or I'm pretty sure I bought it at Joann. I know by the time I make it out to Joann, there's probably not going to be any more fabric left. I don't know. A lot of people were saying that the fabric was still on the racks, especially like in Utah or something. My gut feeling is because it's blizzard feet, please, and nobody wants that right now because we're starting to warm up and we never had enough fabric for people who actually wear clothes and are garment makers. And when I make my last trip to say goodbye to all my local Joanns, I will stop by and see if there's any fabric I want to buy as well as the patterns. I'm more looking into patterns rather than fabric because the fabric, a lot of the fabric they cross-used over at Michael's when they started carrying fabrics. And on top of that, I can find fabric through other means, kind of cheap, but not best fabric, but I can still find fabric outside of Joann. So I finished a heart. You can see where I started doing the decreases because I started doing invisible decreases, but like they're not very invisible. You can see where they bump out. So maybe I have to do it on the back loops I've been doing front loop, so that's probably my issue. I'm going to email some of my mutuals because I did get some more responses for pattern testing, and then I'm going to do the little thing, the melting ice cream. I know I romanticize fall quite a bit, but it feels like fall outside. There's a little bit of smokiness out there. Somebody's burning a fire, or there's actually a fire. I don't know. I heard fire trucks earlier. The nice cool breeze. It's not like a Florida fall, but this is like an Arkansas fall where it's a little bit too cold, but just bundled is nice. And that's the only thing I miss about living up in the north was the fall. And even then the fall was too much for me. So I don't know. So now I have the little cap for my heart. I just did a bunch of little slime things. They called it ice cream drips, so I guess that's what I should call it. But I'm gonna sew that on real quick, and then I think I might actually make another one, but bigger in plush form, because I have a lime green yarn that I bought because I was making a lotad for my husband. Never finished it because it was just too much work for me. I'm not an amigurumi artist, but like also I kind of want to get a little bit better at it. I want to make another heart one and then see how I feel about it. It's going to be the lime green yarn, and then I have a black yarn that I can use on top as like the slime drip. Remember when I said that I was going to make another one of these but in the bigger yarn? I am not doing that. This was so tedious doing each and every single one of them, and they're not even pretty. So like, why would I do that? It's cute, but it's not what I want. So this is going to go on the shelf, and I'm going to admire it for however long I feel like admiring it. And then I'm going to hide it in the house somewhere and then be like, oh, I remember making that way back when. Cute. I'm trying so hard to recycle this. By the way, I'm working on the little top thing that I've been wanting to work on for a little bit. I'm trying to find the ends of these, and I'm just getting more and more frustrated because I don't know how I did this. This is when I was first getting back into crochet, so I really didn't do well with the crochet. I didn't tie anything in. You can see like there's little holes right here because I was just like knotting it instead of like doing a proper color change. And I also threw this in the washer a couple times, and this is bamboo yarn. I don't think you're supposed to throw it in the washer, so I'm trying my best to find where I crocheted in at, but I can't do it. I have some right here, but like I want to make sure I can use this as well, because this is a lot of yarn. It's kind of heavy because that's just the way that bamboo yarn drapes. It drapes heavy, but like I want it. Free him! Free him!
Community, and so many people watch my videos and stuff like that, but it's like still not enough in a capitalistic way, if you know what I mean. Because I feel so much pressure to grow this year specifically.
Good morning. I am in the process of getting ready to go to Universal once again. We have a friend that has never been to Mardi Gras, so that's what we're doing today. Also, I need to hurry up and send this email out to one of my mutuals, another pattern tester. I'm so grateful that I have 4 pattern testers right now. Honestly, at this point, I'm not going to rush people to pattern test. It's going to be one of those, whenever it's ready, it's ready. I'm still going to put out like the condensed version soon. It's just that the full version won't be ready until everybody's done. I'm not going to put a time date on anybody because like, I don't know. I feel bad for doing that, especially since I don't plan on putting out another pattern for quite a while. I think I'm going to charge $2.50 for it, because if I was going to do $5, then I would have made the longer version as well. I don't know. It's just, when I have the pattern up for free, I just don't feel like, I don't even know what I'm saying with that. I have been like not feeling myself lately, by the way. I've been wanting to not do anything. I have videos and footage filmed. Is it footage? I don't even know. I have videos filmed for like doing makeup looks and all that. And I recently posted a makeup look, and I was like, I think I'm going to take a hiatus from it. Hiatus? I've always said hiatus, but some people are saying hiatus, so I'm going to keep on saying hiatus. I'm taking a hiatus for makeup content. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. And like, the thing is, when I do my makeup content, it's mostly like just sharing music with makeup in the background. But I don't want my face to be the focal point of these makeup videos. I mean, they're makeup videos. I don't know. It's usually just the same thing over and over again, just copy paste, different color, you know? The only thing that's different is probably my eyeliner, because I always mess it up and then end up doing something else. I did do something a little bit different with this last makeup look, so I might post that one, but after this, I don't think I want to do another makeup look. I want to share music, but like, I don't know how else to share music with having something entertaining. I don't draw. I have crochet, and I don't think that's like, it's not that it's not entertaining. It's just like, I feel like that's TikTok content. Showing me just crocheting in the background, that's for TikTok. But like, I feel like on YouTube, I actually have to do some thinking. And like, I do get like rewarded pretty well for posting makeup content on YouTube. But like, it's just, I don't know. It's just so much work. And I just haven't been feeling like, I don't like the way that I look right now. I don't know. I've been feeling pretty depressed. I don't know how else to say it. I'm just not feeling the posting thing. Like, I don't mind filming a vlog. Like, this is fine because I could just pick up the camera and film whenever. But like, sitting down and like thinking of how I'm going to do my makeup or how I'm going to do anything, you know? And I know it's that time of the year too. I do generally have like one extra spurt of seasonal depression towards in March. So I know it's coming, and I know it's probably about to get way worse than what I'm going through right now, but it just sucks. I just don't feel good about myself. I don't feel good about anything that I'm putting out. I think it's also the fact that I just finished a really big project, and now I just feel like I'm in the waiting room. I'm anxiously waiting to see if it's good or not. I'm scared it's not going to be good because I think I messed up on the higher sizes. I don't think I have enough courage in myself, and like, I might start crying because I'm really like, I don't know. I just don't think I'm good enough a lot of times. And I know this is like something I should bring to a therapist, but as I've said, I'm poor. I'm one of the poor kids. Mental health was never meant for me because I'm too poor to afford that. I don't know. It's just being told over and over again that you're not good enough as a kid still seeps into your brain when you're an adult with everything that you do. And like, my dream is to become a fashion designer. And the older I get, the less I feel like I'm capable of it. So I don't know. Sorry, I'm going to send this email. I'm going to start getting ready. We're going to go to Mardi Gras. I'm going to forget that I had this whole cry session. And then I'm going to come home and work on this guy. I pulled out all of the yarn. I think I'm missing some yarn, to be honest. And then I have this yarn left over. It's going to be a majority blue, this color. This was hard to frog. I did such a bad job, but also kind of good that it stayed together. Yeah, we're going to work on that when I get home, and then probably not finish this week. I don't know. It's Tuesday, so Wednesday, Thursday, I might be able to finish at least like the front panel, because it's going to be like a front panel, back panel, straps. I'm not going to have enough to do a bolero unless I do it in a different yarn weight. So I might switch to acrylic for that. But the plan is front panel, back panel, that's going to be blue, and then like do like a lining, I don't trim, and that's going to be white, and I'm going to use puff stitch on that to like remember that project with, because all the clouds were puff stitch or bobble. I think it's bobble. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was bobble because puff is like, I don't have time to explain that. Yeah, I'm going to do the trim in the puff stitch, the double crochet for, or no, actually, I think I might do half double or just single crochet. It's going to take a while. And I'm going to use a 3.5mm hook because that's the one I'm most comfortable with. RIP to my bamboo hook because that's what I used to make that in the first place. And then whenever I get to the bolero, I'm going to find a yarn, probably gray yarn. I have a ton of gray yarn, and then make that like a cloudy bolero. It's going to be a pretty short bolero, probably down to here. And then maybe make a skirt to go with it, to match with it. Oh, I was going to try to wear a skirt with this outfit. I might still. Okay, anyways, gotta get this done. Here's today's outfit. Got my little cinema roll. I did film a little bit of getting ready because I don't feel like the base outfit was very spooky at all. But like, with the power of whimsy, you can make anything spooky. So I got my little tombstone. I got that at MegaCon a while back. I made this crochet lace. The clips are from Claire's from a little while back. I made the crochet bandana. The shirt my husband got me. The shorts I got thrifting. And then I got my tombstone backpack, which you can't really see, but I got that at MegaCon recently. Also attached is my makeup bag. I made that one for my phone before I got the case for this. So, oh, also this ring, we got that at Prometheus Esoterica. My husband got it, and I'm the one that wears it. So cute. We're gonna go to Mardi Gras, and hopefully I'll feel better about myself. I'm sleepy. We laid down for a little bit after everything getting home and all that. We had Korean food. It was great. Now I gotta respond to some emails. I just saw an edit on TikTok for this movie called The Secret of Moonacre, and it looked really interesting. Like, I loved looking at the costumes, especially the male. I guess it's a love interest. I don't know. I kind of gleaned that, but I could be wrong. The main male character had a really cool outfit. The girls' outfits were pretty cute too. So I'm going to watch that for fashion inspo, and I'm also going to respond to emails and texts and all that because I gotta be responsible. That was really fast. I always stress myself out over stuff like that, and I really should stop. But me being me, I am really bad at conversation. I'm really bad at communication. This is going to be very testing of me. So I definitely for sure should not print out another pattern for a very long time. I will hold off on making patterns for a while. I might write them down, but God, this is stressful. I don't know how people do this normally. That's wild that people can do more than one a month. So I don't think I could do another one next month. Sorry, I think I was in the middle of saying something, but I forgot while I was saying it. But I'm going to be crocheting the little top for what I just unraveled, frogged. I think I already told y'all, but for the bolero, I'm planning on doing like acrylic yarn. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll even do a cloth bolero just because, like, I don't know. I need another reason to have a bolero in my life, you know? I'm eating leftovers, so please excuse my terrible lipstick. The movie was okay. It was very, like, Disney princess movie, forbidden star-crossed lovers, whatever. Yeah, it had all the tropes. It was a movie. Nothing, like, special. The costumes, though. The kids weren't love interests to each other, which is great, because I was like, that's gonna be really weird to add all of that. But the kids were not love interests to each other. However, they did need to, like, stop and talk to each other. And I was like, please don't add a kissing scene. There was a kissing scene at the end. They used tongue. I'm like, that's a little bit much. Hello. I thought this was a kids movie. What the heck? Yeah, but the costumes, really good. The bad guys' costumes, everybody, like, they were wearing bowler hats, and that's why I was like, oh my god, that's cute. That's, like, very kind of emo-ish. So I was like, oh, I think I want to see, like, steampunk emo inspiration, and I was inspired. I don't think I'm, like, going to make anything right now at the second. I do want to make something like a jacket. Like, I've been telling y'all I wanted to make a jacket. I never got around to it. And it's still a little bit cold enough for me to make a jacket, so I might actually get to it. I started working on the bamboo yarn. I love working with bamboo yarn. I forgot how much I loved working with it. So I started trying to do like a bralette, because I was thinking of trying to do like kind of a bralette instead of like a whatever. I changed my mind. I hated it. I don't like the shaping of it. I don't like how it's shaping up because I don't think I was doing the right stitches or whatever. So instead of that, I'm going to go back into finding like a special stitch, like maybe the ribbed herringbone stitch. Use that and then just practice with that stitch and then get better, you know, get good. Good morning. We are watching Cottagecore Land Girls live stream right now. I woke up just in time, like 30 minutes late, but I woke up in time to go catch her live stream. I just washed my face kind of. I'm wearing yesterday's eyeliner because why not? And then I wiped off the lipstick, and then I'm probably going to do like a gray, like that butter gloss stuff from NYX. Probably do that later. It's a nice overcast day. One of my pattern testers actually asked me if I have a video tutorial, and I will be working on that right now so that I can at least show how to do the V-stitch, because it's a really good, cute little stitch. So gotta do that real quick. I don't know about quick. And then tag her in it or send it her way. And yeah, do that. Not gonna lie, y'all. I just got really sad because I'm like, I don't know. It's that hyperfixation thing where I just don't really have a hyperfixation because the projects that I wanted to work on are gone. I'm done with them. And this new project, I know it's going to take me a really long time. So I'm like, I don't actually want to work on it, do I? Cried a little bit, but you know, that all comes with it. But watched a couple of high fashion videos, right? And then like thought about how much better I could be if I just keep on going. And that's one of my issues. A lot of times when I get like really sad and depressed, I just don't want to keep on going, and I don't want to continue making art, but I know I need to because that's the only way I can get better. Now that I have that thought in my head and I watched a couple high fashion videos, I'm thinking about the crochet project that I'm working on, which I showed you guys a little bit. So I decided on just to make it like a little strip. I'm doing half double crochet up just to like build it up. I'm not going to do anything special. It's just going to be half double crochet. for the borders, I'm going to do like white, but do puff stitches on the corners or the borders. And then I'm going to make like a little belt thing with clouds hanging from it so I can still have the cloud feature that I had with the original outfit. That's another thing, because like I don't think I can ever recreate that outfit again. I went and looked at my old TikTok, and that TikTok, like I was so young. I mean, 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, maybe not that much younger, but like, yeah, I certainly look younger back then. So it's not going to fit the same way it did when I had it. I was also a little bit skinnier, so it's definitely not going to look the same. And my style has changed immensely. Like back then I was like going through a normie phase, kind of. It wasn't really normie, but like to me, it's very like light colors, whatever like would be palatable to the normal person. I don't think I can ever recreate that, but I can recreate themes around it. And so like I was saying, like I'm just going to do like a bandeau, and then we're going to do border stitch, puff stitch with that white, and then the little sleeves. They're not going to be like these sleeves because I think I'm going to do something else for that. But they're going to be sleeves coming up this way, and they're going to be white puff stitch as well. Probably the stitch like motif that I've been doing. Then I want to make a bolero. And the bolero is going to also be out of yarn. I'm going to crochet that. But I also want to make a skirt because I've been wanting to make a white skirt in general anyways for a while. So I'm going to do that. Probably make a hat. That one I'm not quite sure when I can do that. It'd be really cute as a witch hat because I have this witch hat pattern that I've been meaning to work on for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So maybe I'll do a witch hat. But I think this is going to be my new short content series, whatever. I was thinking of doing it with like the watermelon coleus plant, but that's not coming out the way that I want it to, and I'm almost ready to like rip it apart. So it's the end of the night on Wednesday, and I realized I hadn't said goodbye to you guys, and that would be awkward. So bye.